What's going on, people? I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab, and this is another episode of From Daddies to Daughters. For those of you who have been watching and supporting the channel, first and foremost, as always, thank you. For those of you who are new to this, this is From Daddies to Daughters. This is a series that I've created on the Relationship Rehab channel, and it's specifically about just me speaking to young ladies or speaking to my daughter. So my daughter is 4 years old right now, and I'm speaking to her as though she is a young woman, and I'm giving her fatherly advice. And that fatherly advice that I'm offering is for other young ladies as well. So if you have a niece, if you have a daughter yourself, or you got a cousin or somebody who could possibly benefit from this message, please feel free to forward this on to them, to have them like, subscribe, or share to the channel. So, diving right in, today's episode of From Daddies to Daughters is going to be entitled, It's All About You. And when I'm saying to you, my beautiful daughter, this is about you and how you take care of yourself, how you treat yourself, and how you present yourself. It is very, very important as a young lady and as a grown woman that you are always, first and foremost, a lady. That you are always presenting yourself in a respectable manner. Because at the end of the day, the way that you treat yourself is ultimately how others will treat you. So I'm going to hit you with like 3 quick points that I want you to adhere to and just keep in mind. And as always, this is all because I want you to be a better version of yourself. And to all those other young ladies out there, if this is something that you're hearing for the first time, then this is your opportunity for you to begin your process of change. So first and foremost, is going to be take care of yourself. And what I mean by that is take care of yourself physically, take care of yourself spiritually, and take care of yourself emotionally. So first off is the physical part. When you're talking about proper diet, exercise, people will always tell you, hey, you can try this diet, you can try that diet, and you can do this type of exercise, do that type of exercise. And at the end of the day, what I want you to know, my beautiful daughter, is that diet and exercise, I don't subscribe to that. I don't want young ladies and men, for that matter, too. I don't like the concept and idea of diet and exercise in today's terms as we think about it today. I always present it as lifestyle changes. So if you're going to change the way that you look, you have to change the way that you eat. And that's not a thing that you do for 2 weeks or for 2 months or just to get into this dress or to be able to wear those jeans. This is something that you begin to do and you make a lifestyle change, which is a permanent change. So don't go on those crackpot diets where you're eating all cabbage for 2 weeks or you ain't drinking nothing but fluids for 2 days or whatever. Just so you don't do that to yourself, because that yo-yo effect that you have with dropping weight and putting on weight and doing that back and forth, it is definitely damaging to your body over time. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to change the way that you eat, and I want you to make better food choices. So when you're talking about the sodas, the pops, the fast food, the candy, all of that stuff, I'm not telling you not to eat it. I'm just telling you to eat it in moderation. So that means, hey, you don't have to have it every single day. Have it 3 times a week. Have it just on the weekends, whatever the case may be, because you have to have balance in life. It's not all about just doing all quinoa and wheatgrass for the rest of your life so that you can live healthy and live to be 120 years old. No, it's about having things in moderation, and there are some things that you should eliminate. There are some things that you should get out of your body and just don't eat and put into your body because they're just no good for you. Things that got like high fructose corn syrup in it, things that are loaded with sugar, things that have a bunch of what's the thing that everybody talks about, the GMOs and all that kind of stuff. It's like those things, you shouldn't just be putting anything to your body. So be mindful of that. So you take care of yourself physically, like I said. Stay away from those bad foods. Treat yourself every now and again. It's good to go have a pizza. It's good to eat some chicken wings. It's good to eat a burger and all that good stuff. Just do it in moderation. And that goes for you ladies. Commit to eating better. Not just going on a diet, but making better food choices and putting that as part of your lifestyle. Cool? So, next thing I'm going to say about treating yourself physically, let's talk about spiritually. So when you're talking about spiritually, we're just talking about, hey, what it is that you subscribe to as a person, whether your religion, whatever your beliefs are, your moral compass, all of that stuff comes into what it is that you believe, because it does have an impact on the choices you make and the type of person that you want to be. So make sure that you have something and some type of support system that you lean to and that you use as a compass. And even in that, use it in balance. I don't want you to be a one of those young ladies or one of those women that do nothing but go to church, because that's not a proper life to live. You have to have balance. Yes, it's great to go to church. Yes, it's great to serve at church and all that good stuff, but it should be done in balance. You should be able to go have fun. You should be able to go out with your friends. You should be able to go and do things, that are out here in the world to experience. However, you don't have to be a church girl that's in church 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 a year. That is not something that I want for you. I want you to be able to live a full life. I want you to be a responsible adult, and I want you to do those things in moderation. Have balance, okay? When you're talking about the emotional piece of things, having that, taking care of yourself emotionally means I want you to always be able to be in a position to where you are in direct control of your happiness. Let me say that again. I want you to realize that you being happy, you are 100% responsible for that. No man, not your friends, not your daddy, not your mama, nobody is responsible for your own happiness but you. So you have to make sure that you're okay with yourself, who you want to be as a woman, who you want to be as you're choosing your career path, all of those things, what you want to do in life, what you want to be in life, setting your goals, making the plans to achieve those goals. All of that is your responsibility, because those are keys to your happiness. Being able to say the type of lifestyle you want to live, being able to buy the things that you want to buy, have the things you want to have, go the places you want to go, all of that comes into play with lifestyle choices that you make as far as your career. What do you want to be? If you want to live an expensive life, you can't do that on a teacher's salary. If you want to live an extravagant life, you have to have a career that also matches that. And don't just think, oh, well, my husband gonna be rich so I could be a teacher. That's not what daddy wants for you. Daddy wants you to be able to take care of you and sustain your lifestyle all the time. Okay? Now, if you have a husband that can take care of you, that is amazing and that's wonderful. But you not working or not having a career or whatever, that's a choice. And it's a choice that you can pick up and put down at any point in time. Because if you get a divorce tomorrow, you can go right back to working in your career and you can pick up with you supporting yourself and your lifestyle instantly. That's what I want for you. The other thing too is the problems that you may have in life, the relationship issues with your friends, with your family, with your boyfriends and all of that kind of stuff. Be willing to always and put yourself in a position to where you work through your emotions. Do not relationship hop. Don't go from one bad relationship into another. Don't go from this breakup to that breakup. Don't be this friend, now you're this person's friend. Allow yourself to go through those emotions of a breakup. Allow yourself to go through those emotions of being hurt by your friends, hurt by your family. If your daddy does something that just breaks your heart and pisses you off, allow yourself to not grieve, but to go through that emotion, experience that emotion. Don't try to be one of those people that's so tough that they just block everything out. I'm just moving forward. No, if you need to cry, cry. If you need to be sad, be sad. You don't have to be sad forever, but experience that emotion and let it go through your system, work through it, so that you can move on. Because when you push things to the side and you suppress things, then you hold on to them and then they become baggage that you carry and they slow you down and they hinder you in future relationships. So that's why I want you to work through them. Get an understanding. You don't have to be friends with everybody, but you get an understanding and you let people know how you feel, express yourself, and then you can move forward. Okay? That's very good for the emotional piece. The other thing that I want you to do is to treat yourself the way you want others to treat you. And what I mean by that is the things that you like, the things that you do for yourself, the things that you like doing, all of those things, you are always in control of that. And when you are doing those things for yourself, then you can have the expectation for others to do them for you or to do them with you because it's something that you already do. Don't expect somebody else to give you something or to treat you a certain way that you are not already treating yourself. So always remember that. And to young ladies who may be in a situation to where you are being mistreated, today is your day to stop it. Today is your day to get out of that relationship because you can't force somebody to do something to you or to treat you a certain way that you haven't already demonstrated to them. And in a lot of instances, especially when there's been a lot of time in that relationship like that, it's hard for those people to break those habits. So you have to end those relationships in some instances. So be willing to do that for yourself. So be in a position to where you can always show somebody, hey, this is how I like to be treated. This is how I treat myself. And if you're going to be with me, if we're going to be friends, if we're going to be in a relationship together, I expect you to do the same thing because I'm already doing it for myself. All right, very good. The other part to that is don't expect anyone to do anything for you that you aren't already doing. And those people that want to do those things for you, be willing to show them and to teach them how to do them so that they can get it right. So if you're the type of person that like your feet rubbed or something like that, be willing to show somebody how to do it so that they can do it right. If it's something where you want to be the type of person where you like to travel, it's like be in a position where you can show them this is how I like to travel. I like to travel, maybe on the extravagant end. I like to travel on the party side of things or whatever the case may be. You can always do that, but you have to be in a position to where you can do it first. Okay? When you're talking about how people talk to you, when you're talking about the things people do for you, when you're talking about the things that people expose you to and do around you, those are all things that you have to set the boundaries for. Okay? So, last but not least, I just want to say that your daddy loves you very much, and this is why he's doing this for you. And to those little girls out there that may or may not have daddies that are here to give them this type of advice, well, take it from me. At the end of the day, everything that I'm saying to you is because I want our little girls, I want our young ladies in the world to be better girls. I want you to be better friends, better daughters, better wives, better girlfriends, better aunties, better cousins, whatever the case may be. And if you can, everything that I say, you may not like it, you may not subscribe to it, but those things that you do like, those things that you do agree with, take those things and start to apply them today. It's always a process. If you're not changing, if you're not changing for the better, then you're not growing. And if you're not growing, then you're not living. And if you're not living, then you're dead. So I want you to live full lives. I want you to be the best you that you can be. You don't have to be perfect, but my expectation for you, my beautiful daughter, is for you to be the best version of yourself every single day. Again, my name is Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab, and this is yet another episode of From Daddies to Daughters. I love you girls out there in the world. Be safe, be happy, and be better. Take it easy. Peace.